Welcome, time for some art fun. Today I'm going to take you with me to the cafe where I like to do my art, and actually I go to a bunch of different cafes, but this is the one I'm taking you with me to today so that you can see sort of how I do it and where I've been creating art since I have not been doing it in my studio and posting it like I used to. So stick around. So I know that I've been posting fewer videos. Part of it is that my editing software is making going from recording content to actually making it something I can post a nightmare. So anyone who has any free software or easy to use software that you can use on your phone, let me know if there's an app I can replace VN Editor with. That's what I've used this whole time, but for some reason it just stopped working very well, and it's really inhibiting me from wanting to make content because it's just such a nightmare to get all your footage and then you can't do anything with it. So I'm currently struggling with that with this video, but I'm just going to persevere in hopes that eventually I'll get it off my phone and onto YouTube. On this day, I went to a local coffee shop that my husband and I go to sometimes. There was a new library opening, so we started there. I got a library book for myself, and then we went to this cafe. I actually ordered an Americano, and they made a latte by accident, so I ended up getting one free drink and one, like a buy one, get one free, basically. And then I sat at this table, which was actually right by the checkout line, and started to draw this baby snow leopard. Now, once I had started painting, a lot of people actually came up to me so nicely and so with so much sweetness and kindness to say how much they really liked it, and they thought it was so cool to see someone making art in their local cafe, in their local coffee shop. And it was just a really wonderful feeling to be out there. I'm an extrovert and I'm very social, and so I actually really love reading out and about. When I was studying for the bar exam, I always would study at like Barnes and Noble or at the library, not in my room alone typically. Just something about having the noise and the sound of people around you makes you feel like you're part of everything, even if you're doing something that's kind of solitary. So I really, really enjoyed that. It was really cool to kind of connect with the community that way. And yeah, I just really loved making this. The actual sketch and the pen work here took a total of 7 minutes. So I know this is sped up, but I wanted you to just kind of understand how long the pencil sketch and then the inking took. And then from there, I just started playing with my watercolor, and that was the part where the phone just wouldn't cooperate. So I don't have much of the watercolor recorded, so I actually don't know how much time it took. I only know how much time it takes because I can see that my footage was running for X amount of time, but it really did not take long. It was definitely, the whole thing was under half an hour, and even that was just to let the watercolor dry between layers. I actually did a single color study except for the eyes, where I did a lighter color. I did manganese blue hue for the eyes, which is a very sky blue color, and then I used Payne's Gray, and Moon Glow. I did use Moon Glow and Payne's Gray for the rest of the piece. Moon Glow and Payne's Gray were Daniel Smith and Schminke, respectively, and then the manganese blue hue was from Winsor & Newton. So it was a really fun piece, just using the 3 colors, all blues, shades of blues. And I really, really enjoyed making this piece. So this is what I've been doing lately. I've really not been making art in my studio right now because my studio has officially been taken over as my work office. And I don't know about you, but if you work from home, I don't want to be in my office once I'm done working. I leave immediately as soon as I'm done working. And so I thought I'd be able to leave the room and then have dinner or go for a walk or go to the gym and come back and like rethink of it as my studio. I have 2 desks in here. I have my art desk and my work desk. So I really thought I'd be able to do that, like a different perspective of the room because it's in a different location in the room, but it is a teeny tiny room. So it's not, you can't get that big of a different view. And so I just have not been making as much art in my studio. I've really only been doing it on the couch, on our deck, and out and about at like the corner bakery or Starbucks or up like really mostly small local coffee shops that aren't chains. I just really like them, and they're really comfortable, and they tend to be a lot less expensive than Starbucks. Has just gotten so out of control expensive. I don't know about you. I know people love their Starbucks, but I actually really prefer the small coffee shops lately. So anyway, I wanted to just kind of show you what I've been doing because I haven't been doing a great job outside of my studio setup where I have my overhead camera and everything. I haven't done a great job of recording for you what I've been doing. So I just wanted to show you what's been going on with my art. And in the last part of this video, I'm going to show you a new pen that I got and talk to you a little bit about my plans going into a serious, strict no-buy coming up in September and the vast majority of October. I do have a pen show in October, so that I'm feeling that might have to be an exception. So I just wanted to give you that insight and let you know that apparently if I make an exception or a loophole to a no-buy, the loophole becomes a pothole, becomes a sinkhole, and there's no more no-buy. So I've learned my lesson. I can't have exceptions like, oh, one in, one out. If I sell one, I can buy one, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not, it ain't gonna work. So I hope that you enjoyed this little snow leopard, and on we go to the pen unboxing, and I'll talk to you about my plans for future pen videos that I have planned coming up. So the no-buy was a fail, but I'm recommitting to get absolutely no pens for all of September, and other than if I actually go to a pen show here in Denver in October, no other pens. So that's, I'm going to prove to myself I can do it. I get very tempted. This is a brass shim that I got from Goulet Pens, and this is a 12,000 grit mesh, which almost doesn't even look like it has any resistance. It's extremely fine sandpaper that they just call micro mesh, and that is so that I can tune my own nibs. The brass shims you stick between the tines of the fountain pen to widen them so it's a little more wet, and this you make like little figure eights with a wet pen, with a pen that has ink in it, to smooth the nib, and it goes really fast. So I would watch a ton of tutorials on YouTube before you ever were to try something like that, but I'm planning to try that on a couple of my pens. And then I also got from Pen Boutique this Rangoli gorgeous Leonardo. So this is my 7th Leonardo. I am going to do a collection video, and that's actually part of my plan for my no-buy, but I wanted to do this last unboxing before that. And I'm really excited. I actually got in touch with them before even ordering this. I like that it has this kind of special sleeve, and I actually just didn't even take it out. This is a second sleeve inside the sleeve, but I just left it in because I think that's easier. And here is the clamshell box that my Leonardo Memento Zeros come in. Here's the paperwork that usually comes with it. And here is, oh my God, here's the pen. Okay. Aha. All right, I saw this. So pretty in person. Oh my God, that is so pretty in person. I asked them to send me a video, and I actually posted the video of this on my Instagram, when the same one they sent to me before ordering it. So I've just been waiting for it. I loved, let me give you a close up. I loved all these purples and teals and pink. I love that it's like this really pretty pastel type purple, but the whole thing with this pen, it's a primary manipulation 4. It's my only primary manipulation 4. So the only PM that I'm missing from the Leonardo collection now is the Bohemian Twilight, at least since I started collecting them. That's the only one that I didn't get. But this is a Memento Zero, not a Memento Zero Grande, so it's a little smaller, and you can post and it's not too big. It's nice and balanced, that feels good. But you also don't have to post, and it's still, I like it to extend past the curve of my hand to be comfortable, and it does. Look at that material. Look at the section, just glows like a gem. I saw someone who likes a lot of black pens, like the more classic looking pens, wrote on the Reddit fountain pen forum that they don't want to write with jewelry. And I was like, I do. And that's why I don't like black pens. I like these kinds of super colorful pens. So it really is so cool because it really is to each his own. So this is number 23 of 100 pieces. So there are only 100 of these silver trim Memento Zero pens out there. And unlike the Memento Zero Grande, which is a piston, which you twist down here to fill it, and there's usually an ink window here, this is your typical cartridge converter, except these are custom Leonardo cartridge converters that extend all the way to the back, so that you actually have, this is called a blind cap, and so it actually twists off and you can fill from back here. This is the end of the cartridge. So it kind of makes you feel like you have a piston, and it does have a really large capacity. I love this colorway. It is such a risk to me to order the primary manipulation like this, all the different colors. Look at that orange and yellow, just like a flash of fire crawling up the pen. Is so pretty. I love that teal green. I love this color purple. That shade of purple is so pretty. Oh, I love this pen. Is so pretty in person. It is so glowing. Oh, I love that. It's so cute. Cute. Oh my gosh. Do you see what I see? I love it. Okay, so that is a win. And I'm glad I asked them to send it to me first, because that's the thing. Some of these have really, oh, I forgot to put this back. Some of these have really orange, heavy darks, like really deep dark purples instead of this pale light purple. Some of them have like too much of a mix of colors where it doesn't look intentional or it doesn't look coordinated enough for me. And that's why I asked them to send me. And Pen Boutique is one of the only places that is willing to do that. If you reach out to their customer service, they're willing to, like, they asked me, what do you want? And I said, I'd love a mix that is really purple heavy, teal heavy, and pink heavy. And I like orange and yellow, so I don't mind if that's in there, but I'd rather it just be majority purple, pink, and teal. And they picked out a couple of pens and sent me videos of them, and this is the one that I picked out. And it is super purple heavy, and that's the pink and the purple is what made me think this will fit really well in my collection, because I have a really teal, purple, pink heavy collection. So I love this. I got this one in a 1.1 stub nib because I don't see how it says it right there on the side, because I don't have that in my Leonardo collection yet. I don't have a stub at all. I have a bunch of steel broad, steel medium, a 14 karat gold medium, a 14 karat gold broad, but I didn't have any stubs, and I have a steel flex fine. I would like to get for my 8th and final Leonardo a gold flex fine, but I'm not in a rush, obviously, and I'm not going to get that until probably for my birthday in December. That's when I would get that. But I'd like to just wait, because I have so many that I've been pining over and loving. And so my plan is to take every single pen in my collection. I'm going to do, to actually like achieve my no-buy this time, I already took all my pens out and rearranged them into cases where I think they all look really pretty together. I took all my pens out, laid them out, and picked the ones that I thought looked really good together. This is another Leonardo. Regardless of brand. So all of my pen cases have coordinated pens with beautiful colors. The big 10 pen cases downstairs. This I left for this, but I'm not sure if this will end up going here. Or if it does, yeah, no, I don't know if that'll end up going here, because these are all gold and this is silver. So I'm going to have to like reconfigure everything again. But I want everything to kind of be coordinated and look great together. And then I want to do individual Instagrams of each pen. I've already been doing that, which has really helped me focus on how much I love the pens I already have and resist a little better buying new pens. I'm also going to do videos for you on my Leonardo collection, my small maker collection, you know, like pens like this, which are from small makers, and like this and this. This one is a commercial pen from Moonman, actually very affordable what is it called? Vanishing Point dupe, which I really like. So I'm going to do my small maker collection, and my Leo collection, which is my biggest pen obsession. And then I'm going to do another video on my smaller collections within my collection. Like I have a couple of Benus and a couple of Esterbrookes, things like that. So I think I'm just going to like focus on taking stock of the collection of what I have and just really enjoy them now that I've gotten it to this point where it's an obsession. Like my collection is my obsession. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to get it to that point. So go ahead and leave me a comment if you preferred the pen part of this video, the sketching part of this video, if you like the combo, because that's probably, and if you're excited about my mini collection videos. I will have a writing sample of this in my Leonardo video, but this was just to unbox it and show it to you. It was so pretty, it glows. It's totally jewelry, and I'm obsessed. I love it. All right, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Remember to leave a comment and let me know what you thought. And until next time, remember, create something cute.